That's the
So we
whitest
just get
thing
the-
I've ever heard.
Oh, it's so white, dude. It's so white. We go there and we
That
get
is
pumpkins.
the whitest Philly suburb shit I have ever heard.
It is. Hey, listeners, it's Greg from the editing room. This episode went a little bit long, so I decided I'm going to split it up. The theme of this episode is random, so there isn't really a theme. So I'm going to actually just kind of cut it off randomly, wherever I see fit. I'm also going to randomly drop you into the episode right about here.
One last sip of hop water. Not sponsored.
Not sponsored by Hop Water.
Do love hop water though.
One last sip of Irish coffee.
Nice.
Knob Creek, not sponsored, but didn't use Knob Creek. But it is a whiskey well earned.
All whiskeys earned or unearned are well earned. Or well deserved at least.
Well deserved, yeah. Earned is a different matter.
I just found out that hop water has neurotropics in it too. It has like it's not ashwagandha. What's the
Wait.
not
Aren't
ayahuasca.
you gonna start with your usual stupid thing? The
Gregory?
Anthony. Thank you. Now I feel like we can start talking about random shit that's in hop water because
Yeah, my
I'm
apologies.
actually very curious about this.
Gregory.
I feel like the episode hasn't started until you do that.
That's true. It's like it's sort of like the fantasy footballers where it's like welcome in or whatever. Yeah, so hop water has Citra, Amarillo Mosaic, and Azacca hops, but it also has ashwagandha and L-theanine.
Tryptamine?
No, Theanine. Theanine for mood and cognitive performance.
You sure it's not dimethyltryptamine?
I'm very sure, because that's not what it says. Yeah, I knew that it had the hops in it, but I did not know that it also had the neurotropics. So,
What was the last hop that it had in it?
Azacca, Azacca.
I don't know that one. I know all the other ones. Thank you, Buttercycle. You guys can probably hear that on the mic.
Yeah, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 calories. Beat down mushrooms, tastes like hops. Blood orange flavor. Again, not sponsored, but
I don't think I've ever actually had hop water before, which is odd how much I like beer.
I'll go puff some to your house later.
We already did that in one episode.
I did that for my other friend the other day. We were at the bar. She said that she'd never had an Uncrustable. So I go puffed Uncrustables. I know, it was mind-boggling.
How do you live through life without Uncrustables? As a child?
Love Uncrustable. Dude,
they're too good.
I actually didn't eat Uncrustables as a child. I didn't discover Uncrustables until adulthood.
Really?
Yeah.
They didn't give them to you at school?
No.
I used to get them to at school. They used to give them to us sometimes because they weren't allowed to give us like actual peanut butter and jelly because of people with peanut butter allergies. But they could give you Uncrustables because they're in a wrapped package, so they didn't get contaminated everywhere.
That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, dude, we were balling on a budget with little old Catholic school over there. So.
Well, I went to a terrible public school. Our history books still had the USSR on the maps.
Back to the USSR. That's, whatever.
History doesn't change, right?
No. Country is certainly not either. Never.
Yeah, ever. Never change borders.
The former Yugoslavia. Oh, man.
Ugh.
We got a fun talk. We have a fun episode today.
We do have a fun little plan. I'm kind of excited for this, and I'm hoping that we can kind of make it an occurrence that we do sometimes, something that we kind of like do randomly when we're just feeling it. Yeah.
Yeah. We've not had like a good, true, pure banter episode in a while, and I thought this is a great idea. I love this idea.
Yeah. No, I'm completely for this. So
why don't you tell people what the idea is, Greg?
Yeah, so the idea is literally, we're going to call this one something random. Both of us went out and we picked a random bottle of liquor that we're going to enjoy and eat, and we are going to be talking about random topics. I know that we have potentially a random topic generator that we're going to be using just to bring up some discussions. I don't know do you have any like preformed thought topics, or are we just going to dive right into the discussion generator. Random discussion generator. Words are fucking hard, dude.
Words are hard, dude.
Yeah, words are hard.
I mean, I didn't. I
didn't do anything at all.
I didn't have anything preconceived. I figured we'd just dive into the generator. But I do want to know what's gonna dive into your mouth. What are you gonna be diving into? And also, tell me how you randomly select it.
All right, so I actually used a tried and true method that I use most of the times when I'm trying to decide what new beers to get. Because you walk in and you're looking at all the cool, like, new IPAs and microbrews and stuff that are all over the place. And my favorite way to decide is how cool the art is on the bottle or can.
Wait, oh God, I want to guess what you got now.
Oh, you're not going to get this. I've never heard of this in my life. It just looks cool.
Is it Resurgence?
It is not.
Is it New Rift?
It is not.
Is it...
You're not going to get this.
Nah, okay.
So it is... The main reason I got it is based on the episode that we released last week. It has some pretty solid buzzwords on it. It is a blend of straight bourbon whiskeys. So they are straight bourbon whiskeys. And it has a handwritten batch number on it.
I'm going to shit...
bottled by Jamie.
I am going to shit my pants if we got the same...
Did we get the same thing?
I don't know. But mine has a lot of those same characteristics.
Does it? Where was yours made?
Brooklyn, New York.
No, mine was not made in Brooklyn, New York. Mine was made in West Virginia.
Okay, not the same one.
Not the same.
It is shocking how similar a lot of the things you were saying are, though.
But, like I said, I go for the cool art and...
Oh, I almost grabbed a bottle of that.
It's called Smooth Ambler Contradiction, and in case the art is not easy to see, it is an elephant riding on a barrel, and I had no choice but to get it. It's a 46% ABV, 92 proof, and the description is the whiskey in your hand is a blend of straight bourbon whiskeys. Bourbon we distill in the mountains of West Virginia and bourbon we source mingled together beautifully. It's a bold balancing act of flavors that enhance one another. There's a bit of contradiction in every balance, a resolution to the draw of different forces, or, in our case, different bourbons. Simply put, contradiction is a whiskey that's greater than the sum of its parts. Pour a little and see for yourself.
Love that.
Like I said, bottled by Jamie.
So mine...
What have you got, sir?
So mine, like I said, weirdly, shockingly similar. I didn't think it was the same because, like, the art on mine is not the art, but I got a bottle of Widow Jane 10.
Oh, okay. I've heard of Widow Jane.
I tried to talk you into buying it when we were in Delaware.
Yeah, you did, I believe, and I think I decided against it.
You did. Well, we already had like 6 other bottles.
Yeah, we had plenty of bottles from Delaware.
So no name of anyone on this, but it has a batch number and a bottle number and a date. So mine is batch 1034, bottle 799, and 2023, and these are 100% handwritten. And the cool thing, so very similarly to Contradiction, is while this is crafted and bottled in Brooklyn, while they do a bunch of their own distilling, they also source a bunch, and they carefully pick 10 barrels groupings, and they batch those together. So minimum 10-year age statement. Some are older.
Oh, wow.
So some are from Kentucky, Indiana, Tennessee, all minimum 10 age, whether it's their bottle or anything else. And they blend it all together, and then they proof it down, and where they get a lot of their really robust flavors is, and it's actually named after the Widow Jane mine in the Rosedale mines of New York, which is where they source. It's a limestone mine, which is where they source all of their water from.
Mm-hmm. As we learned in the last episode, limestone makes good water for brewing, or for whiskey.
Yep, pure limestone mineral water from the legendary Rosedale mines of New York, blended straight bourbon whiskeys. So
nice.
Very, very similar. Make sure you save some of these, because when I come out for, I'll bring this when I come out for Halloween. We should taste them back to back, because
Definitely.
I'm guessing
they're probably gonna be very. What proof is yours?
91, 95.
No, this is 92. It's the same.
It's like, yeah.
Same
that's so funny that you and I picked like the same style. Like,
ooh, that was a good pop. I don't know if you heard it, but it came out good. I got a little bit of yours.
That was nice. That was a nice one.
So I will say I completely forgot to clean my, what is this cup called?
Glencairn.
Yep, Glencairn. So I will be drinking out of a Fun little bullet glass.
That's fun. The reason I picked mine, so you picked yours randomly based on art. I picked mine because it's like blended. So like in my mind, it's like the barrels that go into it are, I mean, they're not actually random, but they're random. Like I don't know what
They're randomly picked. I didn't even think about that part, but it kind of works out for mine too. Looks like yours is a lot darker.
I think that's the 10-year. That's the 10-year age statement coming into play.
Is,
I think.
like I said, it's a straight bourbon whiskey, so it's probably 2 years. Most of these on the ones that I got.
Well, minimum 2. It doesn't mean it has to be 2.
What are you getting on yours?
It's real fruity.
Really?
Yeah, like there's like it's like I'm getting a lot of that like dried like that cherry figgy like dried fruit.
Ooh, I'm a fan of that.
Little bit of oak and like leathery kind of like which like sort of like that almost like that tanniny like leathery smell that you get when you have like something that's like been aged a long time. Yeah, the age statement's showing in the nose. I didn't try yet. I waited. I pulled back.
Mine is very mild. It's a light oak. It's like a light oak smell. There's not a lot of alcohol.
No, yeah, I'm getting very
smell
like
in it, very little.
Yeah, like I'm like throwing my nose into this thing and I am not getting vapors.
A little bit of sweetness, a little bit of a almost like a syrupy, not like brown sugar sweetness, but more of like a lighter, maybe like a maple sweetness or like a honey almost, maybe like a honey
I
sweetness.
was gonna say like a vanilla maybe or no.
There's a little bit of vanilla. There is definitely a little bit of vanilla.
I'm not getting. I'm surprised I'm not getting vanilla for this being older.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with how old that one is, it might be, like you said, it's going to be overshadowed by some of the fruity notes and things like that because it's at this point been picking up those kinds of flavors more so than just the lighter oaky flavors.
Yeah, and I'm normally I would think with something like this you would get some spices. I'm not really getting any of the spices, but yeah,
but you can also see like how light this one is compared to that one.
Yeah, there's certainly a color contrast for sure. All right, buddy, time for a little cheersy poo.
Cheers. Well, that's fun.
Yeah, that's really good. I'm excited to trade. You're gonna like this.
This one's interesting. It's not. I was expecting it to be very light. I was expecting it to almost be like. Honestly, the smell was kind of reminding me of like the Toki smell. Like it's kind of like a light, mild kind of a smell. But the taste, it's got actually a good amount of oak in it, and it's got a lot more vanilla taste than it does smell. Like it does have a big vanilla taste to it. And I'm trying to say, like, it has no. I mean, if it's straight bourbon, it can't have any added flavors or anything.
No, that would all be from the wood.
Yeah, it is solid.
So, just barely any burn on my. I mean,
oh, yeah.
I've
got a little bit. It's not.
Yeah,
it's 94 proof. Like, it's
not... This is also us coming off of a cask strength, so it's very like rich isn't the right word, but there's a lot of different flavors going on. No, I'm not getting the vanilla. It's like honey, and it's almost like dark chocolate.
Really, it's that kind of deep. So it's. Like not like a barley wine, almost like I guess like a Belgian quad. Like
literally the finish. Deep. Like, have you ever had like an 80% like cacao, like a little dab of it, and you just like set it on your tongue and like let it melt?
You let it melt. Yeah,
that's almost like the finish. It's like very semi-sweet, but like deep, and there's almost a bitterness, but definitely like a good bitterness. It is good. It's like it's an immediate hit of sweet, and then it finishes like that dry, chocolatey taste.
No, that sounds delicious.
It's very
completely.
Good.
It's polar opposite to what I'm drinking. It's kind of funny because, like we're saying, all the words are about the same on these bottles, but it's polar opposite because this one is mild. It is sweet. It is vanilla-y. It is like I have to remember that I have to get up for work tomorrow because it's one that I could just put away if I don't think about it.
Even though there's none on the nose, there's a finish of spices. Like after the chocolate, it's all lingering, like a bit, like a lingering spiciness.
Like spiciness, like proof spiciness, or like
no, like almost spices. like almost like cinnamon,
or
like clovey, like thing. Yeah, right at the end though. It's probably the blends that they use usually have a higher rye content, so that would make sense. There's definitely some
rye spice.
There's a little bit of that rye spice coming in at the end. It's good. Really
I almost picked up a rye for this episode because that would be very random for me, and then
That
I
would
just
be
remembered I just don't like rye. So.
Yeah,
I would have been sad if I'd done that.
I don't know why you would have. I don't know why you would have done that.
Yeah, they're just not my thing. I don't know why.
I'm wondering if some of the earthy notes come from the mineral water that they downproof it with.
So that's interesting that you say that because for Irish stouts with brewing, you use very hard water, and it kind of makes it so it picks up the like dark malts that you're using a little bit more, and it makes them come through as a little bit more sweet and less like astringent or like too like powerful.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not like as like burny tasting, but more of like a chocolatey note.
I mean, that makes sense.
Something neat.
Something neat. Something neat about those.
Yeah, something neat about brewing, which all these listeners, you're always gonna get brewing something neats because that's sort of what I have in my brain quite a bit. And the things that I have in my brain is what? Cars, brewing,
Whiskey,
aquariums.
Do you have a weird knowledge of aquariums?
Businesses at this point in my life.
Have we done anything? Have we done an ocean episode yet? We got to do an ocean episode.
No, we have to do an ocean episode. Your mom was
Yeah.
suggesting a deep sea episode.
I would love to do a deep sea episode.
I would love to do that
we'll just get like a bottle of like Jefferson's Oceans and just put it
Yeah.
real,
Yeah.
just like real on the nose.
We should do it. Just go for it.
I want to talk
Yeah, I
about
think that'd
giant
be good.
squids and
Giant
dolphins
squids.
and
We
how
talked
different pods of orcas have their own dialects, which is driving evolution based on language and not exterior factors.
Well, I mean, everybody looks at these different animals and we just decide that they're not as smart as we are. And you know what? They could be, if
Yeah.
not smarter. And just because
Yeah.
they don't speak our language and have thumbs doesn't mean they're not smart. So they could
just
be
'cause-
building whole societies and we would have no idea because we can't know.
Yeah, just because we have tools and they can't use tools. And that's not even 100% true because dolphins have been seen using tools.
Yeah. They also don't need tools because they have evolved to have the things they need.
Yeah. Did you know that whales, like their like echolocate, like their version of like echolocation, like their songs, if you're too close, can actually kill you?
Yes, they can. Yeah, it's like a sonar ping.
Yeah,
Like if you're
it can
too close to it, it
fuck you
just like
up.
liquefies your organs.
Oh, with arteries
Yeah,
so
it's
big that
crazy.
normal sized people can swim through them.
All right, yeah. So we
That's-
should
that's-
save this stuff for the fun sea episode.
Yeah, but that, I mean, it's random.
That is random. It's random as fuck. I mean,
Here's-
we can go more random because
It's a random episode, Greg, but here's my question. Are you ready for what I've prepared for the randomizer?
the randomizer.
So we have
the dreaded randomizer.
So there's topics. There's I can choose a topic and then do the generate. So there's anyone, business, couples, family, and essays.
Are the different topics?
Like those are like topics, and then it'll generate a random topic or conversation starter based on that.
So those are like the demographic of who's currently using it kind of a thing?
Yeah, so like if I do couples, it's like how can we bring the spark back in our relationship?
Is that the first one that came
That was
up?
the first one that came up.
That's so depressing.
Family
that
is
is so
like-
depressing.
Family, the first one that came up is what do you hope to achieve in your professional life? I think the essays one might be the most favorite.
I think
Might be the best
essays is
one.
going to be the best because it's less like pointed, more like just random shit, I think.
Yeah, I've clicked this a couple of times. It's pretty fucking random.
Hell yeah.
All right. So all right, I'm gonna swap over.
All right.
All right, so I'm gonna click this. I'm gonna click it 3 times, and that's the one we're going with.
All right.
Oh, what
Oh.
cartoons did you watch as a child?
Oh, this is a good one. Now, are we talking how child are we talking? Like young child, or are we talking like teenage years when I had control of the remote
I'm gonna say freshman year of high school and younger.
and younger?
I'm gonna strike that. Everything we can cover everything that predates getting a driver's license.
Okay, so that's not too hard. I think we can do that. So
I have my favorites.
yeah, let me think where I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start young child.
Oh yeah.
Young child. I was all about Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes.
Freaking Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner is probably one of
Yep.
my favorites. Then my dad used to love Foghorn Leghorn. I don't know if you ever
Well,
watched
I'll
Buffy
say there,
I
son.
do declare. I see right here.
Chicken hawk.
Chicken.
Chicken hawk.
I'm chicken hawk, and you're a chicken.
Well, that son's as scrappy as a scrappy.
Yeah, I always love those, and honestly, like watching them even now, they're still funny. Like, they still hold up even as an adult. Like, they're good.
They hold up from a funny standpoint.
Well, I mean, from a politically correct standpoint, they don't stand up very well. But they're still funny. How about you? What's your childhood one? Let's do childhood. Let's do like middle age, and then like honestly, let's do adult. Let's do now. Let's do that sound good? I mean, I still like watching.
Yeah, we'll chunk it into
anime stuff, but
yeah, man. I mean, Futurama is like my absolute. Yeah, like if I had to pick a cartoon like now, like an adult cartoon, it's probably Futurama.
Anthony, you're doing it out of order. You're supposed to start with your
childhood. All right, so it's a blend of like Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. But I loved Hey Arnold.
I fucked with Hey Arnold so much.
Hey Arnold.
Favorite episode? What's your favorite? I have 2 episodes that were my favorite of Hey Arnold.
It's hard for me to pick a favorite for Hey Arnold because I don't remember them all like deeply. No, but
I remember because there's 2 that stand out for me. One was when he's gonna fight. What was her name? Angelica? No, Angelica's Rugrats.
Football head.
Regardless, whatever her name was. When he was going to fight somebody, and she just kept counting down the seconds until he was going to get his ass kicked.
Oh, that is a funny one.
5,021 minutes, 32 seconds until you die. So that was number 1. Or that's actually number 2. Number 1 is Helga, that's
Helga right. G. Pataki.
Helga Pataki.
What a Polish name.
Pataki. And then number 1 would actually be the fishing tournament episode. Do you remember that one?
I remember that. Yeah, I do remember that one.
When he caught the biggest fish in the lake, that was like the mythical fish. He caught it in a swan boat, and then he looked at it and felt so sad and ended up letting it go because it was a fish that didn't deserve to be taken. I'm like, hell yeah. Good episode, good moral. I love that one.
So again, in that same vein, it's really hard for me to pick. Like I love, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I loved Hey Arnold. I liked Doug. I loved Powerpuff Girls.
I never really watched the Powerpuff Girls.
I fucked with the Powerpuff Girls.
I did fuck with Rugrats and Doug.
Sugar Spice and everything nice, baby. Animaniacs was like Animaniacs, the Christmas special when there was like all of the Warner Brothers cartoons and they chased down this.
Never watched them.
But did you watch the Christmas special one where it was like Pinky and the Brain? It was like all the Warner Brother cartoons, and they chased down the shooting star to make a wish.
No, I didn't see that one.
Oh my god, it's quintessential. I'm so sorry. It's so quintessential. Ones I never got into though. Never really did. So speaking of Pinky and the Brain, never watched Pinky and the Brain. Another big one that everyone really got into is Captain Planet. I didn't really get into Captain Planet.
I even think Captain Planet was a little older than me, and I'm a year older than you. And when we're talking in the years that we're talking about right now, we were very young, and a year matters. I think Captain Planet was actually a little bit before my time, though I did catch the tail end of it, and I did love to watch it. I wanted one of those rings so bad.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I like the Rick and Morty episode where they do Planetina.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Well, okay. We'll get more into Rick and Morty in a moment.
That'll come up in a minute.
But yeah, like I mean, really all the Cartoon Network ones though, like Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Laboratory.
Dexter.
It came a little bit later, so I wouldn't count it as childhood. So I'll actually skip into like that adolescent time.
Hop into the adolescent time.
Codename Kids Next
Door. Oh my god, I love that show so much. I just remember because like I said, the time when you actually have control of the remote. I had a TV in my room, and I would watch Codename Kid Next Door all the time.
I wanted to be them so bad.
Oh yeah, I thought I could be them when I was a little older.
So did I.
I was like, this is what I'm gonna do. Like, I'm gonna like make all these cool things. I'm gonna have friends. We're gonna have a cool like treehouse. And like where I lived, we had tree houses. People had these things, but you know the actual means to make these things and fight evil is not really doesn't come up every day.
Yeah, you gotta fight the teenagers.
You gotta fight him.
Oh, the de-agifier Ray. Oh my god, I love Codenames Kids Next Door. Honorable
fun.
mentions in that same era.
Yeah.
Which I guess for us would be like what, early 2000s, really?
Yeah, probably like what, pre 2000, probably like 2000 to 2004 or 5, something like that.
Original Samurai Jack.
Yep, that was good. I didn't watch that until I was older. Actually, I didn't watch Samurai Jack until I was probably in college. I watched it.
Was it oh, why am I blanking on his name? The evil guy.
Remember? I now that I'm saying this, I like forget all of it. I keep thinking it's a monkey guy, but that's freaking because you mentioned Powerpuff Girls a second ago.
The evil wizard Aku.
He was a monkey, right?
No, you're thinking Mojo Jojo
Yeah,
from the Powerpuff
freaking
Girls.
Mojo Jojo. He's
From the Powerpuff Girls. So that's so Codenames Kid Next Door is like by far my favorite. But again, honorable mentions: Samurai Jack, Jackie Chan Adventures.
Oh, Jackie!
Magic must defeat magic. You mogwai fagi zao. And then last but not least, Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Brilliant
Fucking
Mandy.
love that show.
That was a good one. Yeah, no,
Right.
those were up there. I do think that I spent those years more with moving on to the anime world. I was a huge Yu-Gi-Oh guy. Yu-Gi-Oh was like my favorite. I was the kid that got the weekly or monthly Shonen Jump that was like the giant magazine that had all the different mangas in it. But yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh, Dragon Ball Z, big into, I don't know if you ever watched Zoids.
Of course I watched Zoids.
And then this was also the time of Adult Swim where you watch like Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh god, yeah. It's like I never really got into it. I did watch it.
Yeah. No, I never got super into it. It was more of like a when it was on kind of a game. But yeah, no, with the other ones like Yu-Gi-Oh especially, I played all the card games. I collected everything. I had like
I had
I
them.
was way into it.
Can we just like let's knock a couple out really quick? Like at least for me, Pokemon is gonna span this whole thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Like the animes also too. Though is like when I think like
mostly the games for me.
Yeah. Well, so in my mind,
Pokemon.
I like separate out like Saturday morning cartoons. I'm not actually like counting in this. Like,
oh, we're not. Oh, well,
no. Like,
said.
no. You can. It's just like, but if I get into like Saturday morning cartoons, like we're toast.
There's too many. There's too many of them.
Because like I'll sit down and binge Static Shock right now.
Superhero Static Shock.
Yeah, I will say literally like that. I got real into Beyblades for like a hot quick second.
I think everybody and their mother got into literally everybody and their mother, because I had a friend whose mom used to sell Beyblades. Her like way of making money was to buy Beyblades in bulk and sell them to kids, and I totally bought from her. But it was awesome because I was pretty good friends with the guy, so I go to his house and he had all the Beyblades and all of the arenas, and you could switch the parts out with all of them and make like the coolest ones.
Dude, there are still people that get into that.
Yeah, it's
like,
I mean, honestly, it's fun.
Yeah, I
Like,
agree. I think it's awesome.
I had plenty of busted knuckle from those things because we used to get the metal ones.
If you didn't get the metal ones, what were you even doing?
Yeah, exactly. You're not gonna win.
No.
I'm trying to think. Oh,
So, I mean, that's really when I started watching anime too, though. To your point, like kind of the same thing, like the the early 10s, like I totally forgot about Thundercats.
I never actually really got into Thundercats.
Oh, dude, I would come home every day. I literally stopped taking piano lessons because the time that the lessons were interfered with when Thundercats was on.
Interfered with my Thundercats.
Yeah, I just pretended. I just told my mom, like, I'm not getting this. I really don't enjoy playing piano. I'd like to do something else. My brother kept taking piano lessons, but that was just so that he would be up taking piano lessons, and I had control over the remote, and I got to watch Thundercats.
Oh, Jesus!
I think that's the first time I've ever actually admitted that out loud to someone.
Really?
I don't think I've ever told anybody.
Breaking news, everybody!
Breaking news: Anthony could be a master pianist right now, except Thundercats was awesome.
Darcy, if you're listening to this, do you hear what your son did?
Dude, Lionel, Chitara. Yeah, dude. If anybody that watched Thundercats said they didn't have the hots for Chitara, they're lying.
Well, I mean, that was literally how they probably kept you watching, was because Chitara was there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have the Yu-Gi-Oh theme song stuck in my head now.
And then, in the same vein, I did like He-Man quite a bit.
Never got into He-Man.
Yeah, well, so I guess that was our kind of Ian
Swift.
Those in my mind are like, I feel like they were both like 80s cartoons that like came out
just kept
again
going
later on.
Honestly, there's a good chance that Thundercats I don't know how many seasons of Thundercats there were, but there was probably a good chunk.
Really? You think so? I think it went, well, because like we're saying, we're talking, this is 2004.
I'm not gonna look it up. How many seasons of Thundercat? Oh, hold on. What do you think had more seasons, Thundercats or He-Man?
He-Man.
I think it's also He-Man.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident.
How many seasons do you think though?
I have no idea. I was thinking more. Are we trying to bet points right now? Is that what we're going for? We trying to turn this into a point question?
Oh, we certainly can.
Because I wasn't thinking about who had more seasons. I was thinking about if what we were watching was reruns or if it was actually new stuff.
Oh, okay. I think He-Man came out first for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You might have. I'm pretty sure what I was watching with Thundercats was new.
I'm pretty sure it was reruns because I think they both were like 80s cartoons.
And
this was like 2004.
I'm thinking Thunder. Well, to be fair, not like Thundercats is probably closer to like childhood though. I probably watched. I was probably like 9.
Because when I'm talking about, like, when He-Man was on, it was, like, after school when I was probably... Yeah, well, 9. I mean, that's
9,
still
10.
9
Yeah.
years. You were, like, in 2000, 2001. Yeah, I still think that was probably reruns.
I don't think it's reruns.
I think it's reruns. Hey, do you want to bet a point on this one? Because I
think
think
put a point on this.
I will bet that Thundercats ended its run prior to 2000.
Oh, no shot.
Yeah. I mean, Thundercats stopped putting out new episodes. Final episode, 1985.
No, debuted in 85.
The final episode.
Where do you see final episode?
Right where you're up at the top? Or does that say first episode?
No, it debuted. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I was right. It's in the 80s.
Debuted in 85. Oh, there's only 4 seasons. Fuck.
Oh, 89.
No.
Hell yeah.
No.
I was pretty confident it wasn't around that long.
Oh, man.
I finally got a point. I got a point, Anthony. It's been so long. I thought I was going to fucking wipe the floor with you, but I did not.
What are we at, 4 to 2?
I think that was my 3 now. We have to go back through these episodes and actually
We'll go back through. I'm pretty sure it's 4 to 2.
And
these
we need
long. Okay, that's why it's... no, there's actually less episodes of this than I thought there were.
Yeah. Honestly, all of the shows that you think about when you were a child have way less episodes than you expect them to have. Like, I rewatched the original Pokemon seasons, like the first season of Pokemon, the Kanto one. It's like not a lot of episodes, like maybe 20 episodes or something.
This is wild. Like the plot of this is like, first of all, I don't remember that at all.
I have no idea what was going on.
Yeah, dude, nostalgia has played tricks on me. All right, anyway. Yeah. All right, teen years and then adult.
Teen years.
Then we'll go to another.
Yeah, I was like, okay, so I think I already hit my teen years, what I was just talking about. And now adult, I think you're right. Rick and Morty.
Yep. Rick and Morty.
I say Rick and Morty, but I also haven't watched the past few seasons.
Gotta get on that, great.
Yeah, Rick and Morty Futurama, but mind is going blank. I'm going through changes.
Big Mouth.
Big Mouth, yeah, Big Mouth. That's an actual adult one.
Yeah, Big Mouth and the spin-off Human Resources.
I never got into it. I couldn't get into it.
Nah, do it. Get back into
try
it. Get back into it.
Maybe I'll try it.
So good.
I don't know. Maybe it was like I watched the first couple episodes and I liked the characters because it's all the ones that you kind of know already.
Yeah.
But it was almost like it was like those things, just the way Nick Kroll and like does them. It's like they're kind of self-aware. And, like, we know that and we expect it, but it's like, it was almost a little too self-aware. It was, like, almost a little too tongue-in-cheek when I was watching.
They talk a lot about tongues and cheeks, so...
Yeah, I know they do. And they literally had a conversation, I believe, with Nick Kroll in one of the episodes.
I think that is accurate. It was a bit of a meta episode.
Yeah,
it
was a little. I was like, all right, guys, it's going a little bit too much.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a meta episode for sure. I don't know, still love it. So I agree with all of those. I watch all of them. 2, I'm gonna throw in Bob's Burgers.
Never seen it.
Change that. Love Bob's Burgers. And then, same voice actor, better show. Watched every episode. So sad that it's done. Really want it to come back. I don't know what I have to do. I don't know what petition I have to sign. Archer.
Archer? Nah.
Love Archer.
Man, I spent a lot of college with you watching Archer in the same house that we lived in, and I just couldn't get into it. It was just a little too stupid for me. Quotable as hell. Like Like, I love random bits of it, but just like watching a whole episode, I couldn't get into it.
No, wrong.
Correct for me. Wrong for you.
Wrong. You lose a point. I take a point. I take a point away.
No, I take a point. You lose 2 points for poor taste.
It's such a great. Okay, all right. Well, I have poured some more, so it's time for our next random topic.
All right, I think it's a good time. Are we doing 1, 2, 3 and then going for it?
How many clicks to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
4.
Ooh, what's the most frustrating app you have tried? Tinder.
Next.
Easy.
That's the answer, right?
Yeah.
I'm very happy that I used it for a hot second and it never went anywhere. And then I met my wife and it was not on Tinder.
You're welcome once again. Hey,
All
it's
right,
on video. Let's do
another 3. Let's do another 3.
Well, hold on. We can do this one really quick though. Like, what's like legitimately? What's your favorite? What's your most frustrating? Oh wait, is it just Tinder?
No, I think you're right. Well, I mean, not the app itself, but just Tinder and like.
I think it's definitely
just frustrating. Being a not necessarily photogenic male on Tinder, you're boned.
You're toast.
Like, you're not boned actually. Like,
I will say. No, Greg, that's Grindr. I will say that a close second. I don't even remember what the game was, but I downloaded like one of those like games that you get the ads for because I'm like, oh, that looks like kind of fun. And then it was just like an ad every time you do anything, and I was like, no, instant delete.
Yeah, I feel like I can't even think of the ones that I've downloaded like that because I have them for 3 seconds, and then I realize that it's just an ad everywhere, and I'm like, yeah, I'm done with this. I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah, so we're gonna do one more of the same number of points that Anthony has over Greg, which is 4.
Go fuck yourself.
What old trend is coming back these days?
Neither of us know. We're too old.
The bell bottom? Oh, well, what is it? Junko jeans.
Jinko jeans?
Yeah, I think those
are they coming back?
I don't know. Ronnie wore them on stage, and people started wearing them again.
That doesn't mean anything.
Ronnie.
Do you know who Ronnie's demographic is? Not trendy people.
Yeah, me and you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, fair point.
Yeah, no, I think this is a quick pass over one too, in my opinion.
All right. Sticking with Jinko jeans though. What is your guilty pleasure? This one could be fun.
This could be fun.
Am I allowed to say?
I have an idea.
Can I say Uncrustables?
Oh, just eating Uncrustables. I don't think that's like a guilty pleasure. That's just like a food. Let's do non-food related because I feel like food related is too easy.
Fair. Oh, that's rough.
I think I have well, it's not really like guilty. It's just like, again, it's like something that's kind of like out of character for me. We kind of already like talked about it a little bit. Is I just love aquariums, and I like to just go on YouTube and watch people that do something called aquascaping, which is they just make nice like tanks for their fish that are like kind of realistic and look really nice, and they tell you what plants they're putting in and what the different like rocks and stuff they use and the different types of wood that they're using and then what kind of fish they're putting in.
It's fish tank porn. You're watching fish tank porn.
It's pretty much fish tank porn. It's 1,000% fish tank porn, and I will sit there and watch that shit for hours because it's like oddly just calming. There's a couple different types you can watch. You could like a couple different types of fish tank porn. There's like the ones where they actually are like more energetic and like going for it and like telling you about everything, and then there's other ones that are just kind of like soft soothing music in the background while they do stuff, and they just like put on the screen like just type out what they're doing with just like captions, and it's just like calm music while they're like building things. And I love it.
Here we're sealing the joints with a clear acrylic caulking.
No, it's not really ASMR, but it's probably the same kind of thing, but visually, really. Like, it's almost like visual ASMR of just calm, like a lot of water flowing, and they're building something and working towards something. And it's really just watching art being made, really.
Living art, because it's fish tanks.
Exactly, and I am a huge fan.
So you're right. No, that's a great one. Again, don't know if it's like a guilty pleasure or not. I've recently gotten back into playing chess on the chess.com app. I will just sit there for like I knowing I should go to bed. And I'll just like it'd be like 2 a.m. and I'll be like playing some dude in like Tel Aviv. Like just like I'm not particularly good. Like my elo is like not very high, but I'm getting better.
The only way to get better is to keep playing.
Well, yeah, but I should start like I'm to the point now. I'm to the point now where if I don't start like actually memorizing some openings, like I'm probably not gonna get much better. So it's like going quickly from guilty pleasure to like actual work.
And then you're probably gonna promptly stop doing it once it's actual work.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I really do enjoy it though. So either like midnight or like TikTok doom scrolling. We've talked about that before. Just like I'll literally be in a meeting. Like, and I'll just like, I'll have my phone up on a stand. And I'll just be like, scroll. I don't know, just like ones that I think look cool. Then I'll go back and watch my liked list after I can turn the volume on.
You know, I honestly never like anything, never thumbs, never do anything on TikTok. I just use like a straight algorithm.
But then how does the likes play into the algorithm?
I know, but not if I don't like anything. Now it just has to try to guess what I like. You know, it probably does it off of shares because the most thing that I do is I share with my wife or you, pretty much.
Yeah, but that's
about it.
But I want the algorithm to know my things. I want it to forward me things that I like.
No, so it makes sense. But also, it all goes back to the Pandora app. Did you ever have the Pandora song app?
Yes, I had the
pre-Spotify.
Pre everything good.
Yeah, before you could actually pick your music and you could just kind of like line up something that was like, this is my kind of music taste. And I would like stuff and things. And every time it would get to where it's playing like the same 20 songs over and over and over again. So I just stopped liking stuff and it kept it a lot more diverse. And I never went back.
All right, fair enough.
Maybe I just have a narrow band of things I like.
Yeah, I mean, my TikTok's pretty varied. Have you stumbled across the chick that does the Spooky Lake Month?
You sent me one of them. I had stumbled upon her last year because I think she did it last year too. Right?
Yeah, she does it every year. She has a book. Yeah,
I think she does it. You know, she's a book. That's cool.
Yeah,
as shit.
Yeah, it's a book now of all the different spooky
last year, and then I was listening to the one that you sent. But I honestly haven't TikToked much lately because I've been fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
I haven't really got a chance to sit down. It's been a busy month.
Yeah,
busy
month.
It's
not even done yet.
No, well, this month is so for me, it's getting to where it's like this coming weekend is pretty solid. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be, my mom is she started volunteering at this place called Quiet Valley Farms. And it's this historic.
Nothing. I had so many random thoughts. Like, I was like, is she volunteering or did you move her in?
Shh, Mom. Shh. It's for your own good. No, but she's been volunteering at this place, and it's a historic living farm. So everything there is set up as though it's like early 1800s or late 1700s. Yeah. And so she's been working there and doing like baking, and she's a nurse. So she also does a lot of like if they're doing like they did a Civil War reenactment kind of a thing. And she worked talking about like the field medicine and stuff like that because she knows like the medical stuff. So she's been doing that kind of thing, so she's going to be doing this I think it's like a harvest festival kind of a thing this coming weekend. So we're going to go visit and check that out. And we're going to be doing our annual apple cider and cider donut tour. So I don't know if you've heard of this.
You took us there.
No, I don't think we took you. Well, no, we don't go to one place. We go to all the places.
Oh, you took us to the one place with the cider donuts.
So we took you. I think we took you to Soulberry, right? The orchard out there.
Yeah, and I was pretty sure taking an apple off the tree and eating it was stealing, but we did it anyway.
Oh no, we do it all the time. They encourage it generally.
They have so many apples.
Yeah, they have plenty of apples. But yeah, so that is one place we're gonna go. But what we do is usually line up 5 or 6 different orchards and like farm festival kind of things, and we just hit them back to back, and we rate them all on their hot apple cider because usually they have like hot mulled apple cider and their apple cider donuts.
That is the whitest thing I've ever heard.
Oh, it's so white, dude. It's so white. We go there and we
get
pumpkins.
That is the whitest Philly suburb shit I've ever heard.
It is. I'm not even going to lie. It totally is. But we've been doing it for the past like 5 years now, and it's so much fun.
Like, can you at least listen to like some Tupac or something from like one area to the other just to like white it down a little bit?
Nope. More white. More white.
Just
we
like,
actually...
just like put like Noah Khan on in the background and just fully
We actually usually
submerge.
listen to a podcast called Morbid because they do they talk about like haunted stuff and spooky stuff.
It's whiter.
So we usually
That's
listen.
whiter
Yeah,
than Noah Khan.
it keeps getting whiter and whiter. I know.
Yeah,
It's a very white day.
I'm assuming you're gonna take the Subaru.
Yeah, we're taking the Subaru Ascent. Yep, the nice family car.
Oh, you're so domestic. I mean, it sounds lovely.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's really fantastic.
That's what you should have put on your. That's when we were talking. Like, I think we got here based on the topic of guilty pleasure. That should be the guilty pleasure.
I don't even think of that as a guilty pleasure.
What, Apple Orchard rankings?
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I mean when you put it that way.
We're changing the fucking topic. We're
Okay,
going to
we're
Would
getting
You
out of
Rather's.
No.
I know you.
I fucking hate would you rather.
I know you do. That's
These
why
things are
we're-
so stupid. Like there's like half the time they're like give you two impossible things to decide between, and I'm just like, nah, I would
that's
take
the
neither of them.
point.
Thank you.
All right, 4. Everybody knows the rule. It's dumb. Neither.
It depends on which. Like there's a very there's varying degrees of poisonousness.
So the topic for anyone not watching is: would you rather be bitten by a poisonous snake or a poisonous spider? I think my answer is probably spider. I think there's
Huntsman.
What, huntsmans are fun. Huntsmans aren't even dangerous to people.
I thought they were. No, what am I thinking of?
Black Widow, maybe.
No, I'm thinking of funnel webs.
Funnel webs. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I'm just saying, like, if you're not gonna specify the snake or spider, I think that there's more snakes that'll kill you quicker than there are spiders. Most of the spiders are like necrosis, like you might lose your arm kind of thing, but like there's a lot of snakes where it's just like you're not making it to
Instant
hospital.
death. Yeah, no, I can agree with that. I just think what
The
scares me
inland
about
taipan?
spiders. Oh yeah, no. But what scares me about spiders is you don't know they're there, and you just like put your shoe on or something, and now you lost your foot.
Yeah.
That's what terrifies me about that shit.
Yeah, but again, the question is not: are you more afraid of?
Yeah. No, it's like
would you rather be bit? Like you're getting bit by one.
Yeah, you're getting bit. Yeah.
And on the grand scheme of spider v snake, I'm gonna take because I'm assuming spider also hurts less generally.
I think
again,
I'm
generalizing.
I think it's gonna It's gonna like the varying degrees. Yeah, I mean it's gonna depend on the spider and the snake. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, you're still generalizing, but okay. Would you bitten? Okay. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Would you rather have the ability to be invisible to people of the same sex or the opposites? Oh fuck, I don't like that. I don't like the implications.
No,
of this
let's not cancel ourselves on this shit.
Also, that's easy. Would you rather wear all secondhand clothes or all designer clothes? That's for me. This is super easy.
I mean, I think secondhand personally.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. 100%.
I don't know. I'm
not a designer
clothes person.
No, I would look. I would look so
just
weird.
Not me. I'm literally wearing just like a plain gray T-shirt.
Well, see, but if you put a Gucci label on that plain gray T-shirt, now it's $110.
Yeah, I mean, I think technically it's an Alfani T-shirt, so it is kind of a nice one, but it's not great.
I don't even. This is from like Kohl's.
Well, I mean, this is from Macy's.
I think we can both agree that Macy's is nicer than Kohl's.
I think we can, but I think we can also agree that neither of us are designer clothes people.
All right, one more, and if we don't get to go, we're going back.
Except, wait, I've got something else though. Except for suits, if we're talking in the suit world, I would like designer suits because if I'm getting something nice, I want something nice.
You can have a secondhand designer suit. You can have a secondhand nice suit.
Oh, you can, yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people that's like, if you're talking about like the high end stuff, a lot of people get them secondhand because they generally last a really long time, and if you're buying like the suit that I wore for our wedding's a Brioni, and like I'd never heard of it. I met one person at our wedding that had known it, and he was the richest person at our wedding, I'm pretty sure. So it kind of made sense. But he's just like, you have a Brioni suit? And I'm like, nobody else here has a clue what the fuck this is.
I'm assuming Italian.
No, but he said it's like a Brioni, and he said that he like usually gets Brioni stuff secondhand, and he's like, it's just nice stuff.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
It's
made in the nice sweatshops.
Yeah, I don't actually know where my suit was made, but it's a nice suit.
Indonesia. All right. one more of
Yeah.
these.
Moving right along.
Have the ability to speak to animals or the ability to speak all languages. Let's for the sake of argument make the stipulation that the animals do in fact like understand us.
They understand you too.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. Like I'm saying let's treat this like the speak with animals spell in D&D, where it's like you can actually have a conversation with them.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah, they're not just like so dumb that like they don't know what's happening.
Yeah, no, I'm still gonna go with all languages, I think.
Oh, fuck no. I hate people. I mean, I love people. Like, I'm a people person, but, like, no. For me, it's...
You don't think so? I think it's animals?
Nah, dude. I think... Well, because there's a lot of people that can speak a lot of different languages, and, like, they're cool and all, but, like, no one can, like... We were just talking about how there's a chance that, like, whales and dolphins are
that's true.
as smart as us. Like, I want to go ask the orca, like, hey, can I have a ride? Like,
yeah. But I'm just getting pictures of the Deep and Homelander, and I'm okay with that.
I just like,
Have you seen
hey,
Homelander?
No. Wait, you mean
no,
you mean
not
the
Homelander.
boys?
The boys.
So I watched season 1 and then I fell off and I need
Oh
to.
my god, get back into it. It's so good.
I'm waiting till it's done and I'm just gonna re-binge it.
Yeah, definitely binge it. It's so good.
I'm waiting till it's done and then I'm just gonna re-binge it.
But yeah, no, I can definitely see why speaking with animals, like it's a
That's
difficult
like magic.
one, but at the same time, I don't think it's gonna like move you very far. I don't think you're gonna like get much out of it. Because, like, being able to speak to animals doesn't mean you're going to be able to, like, control animals. Or,
No,
like,
but...
get them to do anything or, like, anything interesting that way. You could just literally just talk to them. But I have a little belief that it would actually, like, benefit you in any way.
I mean, you'd be, like, the world's best dog trainer, potentially.
Unless that dog just doesn't want to be trained.
Yeah, but you'd have a better chance convincing him if he understood you than if you just, like...
Agreed.
Hey, I'm gonna give you this treat if you sit down.
If you shut the fuck up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I completely understand what you're saying. I just think being able to speak any language would be super baller.
I see the benefit, like, in reality, but can, like...
But in a cool fantasy world, it's so much cooler to speak to animals.
I just want to, like, talk to, like, the birds and be like, hey,
I know what you mean.
Like, go get me stuff.
I'm also the other side of this is I think with animals there's a large like body language part of it, and I think just like hanging out with animals you can a lot of the times pick up on what they're thinking and what they're feeling based on body language. I think it's like it's a more their form of communication is not quite as advanced as ours, and it's not as like nuanced as like actual verbal communication.
Yeah, but
so I think it's like a different kind of game.
No, for sure. But again, we're treating it like the speak with animals, where it's like the animals can speak your language.
I completely agree. I just think that it's not in reality gonna have too much of a bearing on your life.
It's not. None of it's in reality. We're talking about talking with animals.
I know, but speaking any language would be in reality would be actually very beneficial.
Well, yeah, but I don't think anybody could actually pull that off. I mean, there's probably like some very like special savant person that knows like dozens.
No, but I'm talking about like in a reality setting, speaking with animals. If you could do it, wouldn't be that beneficial. In a reality setting, speaking all languages would be beneficial.
Yeah, if you traveled around enough to do it.
I mean, just even being anywhere. Like, people speak different languages all over the place.
You'd just be like a translator. Or...
Yeah, you could. I mean, you would have a job.
It would be
no problem.
it would be nice to know what the ladies are saying about me when I get pedicures at not my normal place.
And any language is not specifying that it's like a normal language. Does that mean you can also decode secret languages?
No, I don't.
You can also read like cryptic shit.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're talking like a comprehensive
it's a language.
Yeah,
it's still language.
All right. I still want to talk to animals, but
that's cool. I understand.
All right. One more. Would you rather? Because I think this one's gonna be fun to talk about because I'm pretty sure we're gonna have. I looked for one that like didn't suck.
It's a fun one. And now you'll have to come back next week to see what the final would you rather is. I hate these things. I hope you enjoyed this rantful episode, and I hope you come back next week. I'm a little drunk.